Hey friends, it's Jessie. What fragrances did you wear this week? Were you like me and you wore 7 fragrances or more during 7 days? Or do you have more like one for all time? Or do you have one for summer and then a different one for fall that you wear? Like what are we doing these days with our fragrances? So today I wanted to share with you guys which fragrances I wore this week and that I'm enjoying currently. I did test out some other ones. There is one of these fragrances that could end up in a declutter, and I cannot believe I'm saying it, but we're gonna get to that. And just so you guys know, if you do different fragrances for different times of the year, these are fragrances that are kind of transitioning to fall because it is getting cooler, but it is still really warm. And if you are into all things fragrance, take just 1 second, hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell. I release new videos every week for you guys on single fragrance reviews, battle videos, top 10s, like all the things. So if you're interested in fragrance related content, take a second, hit subscribe. Thank you so much. And moving on. Okay, so the 7 fragrances that I wore this week are, let's just start off with the one, Greenwich Village. So this is newer to my collection. This is by Bond number 9. This is Greenwich Village. It is a gorgeous bottle. I just can't not reach for this. Like, green is my favorite color and the packaging is beautiful. I love this shade of green, and the fragrance is to die for. Like, this is so good. If you like Tribeca, I feel 99.9% that you would also like Greenwich Village. And pro tip, you can layer these together. I almost said order them together. You can layer them together and it makes an even more stellar fragrance. So Greenwich Village by Bond number 9 was one of my most worn fragrances this week. The Bond fragrances, as all fragrances are doing right now, they're increasing their prices. I got a notification that Navitus Perfumes is increasing prices. So it's happening across the board. It's just like everything right now, milk, bread, eggs, like the price of things is just going up because the cost of materials and the cost of labor is higher. So this one will run you about $400, I believe, for the big bottle. And I do think that Bond number 9 is doing away with the smaller bottles. So see if you can pick this up on a good deal on Mercari or eBay or one of those places from a reputable seller, someone that's had a lot of sales and had a lot of like 5-star ratings. You know, obviously beware, like buyer beware, but at the same time I feel like you can get some really good deals on fragrances that are like half used that people are, you know, wanting to get rid of to bring something else in their collection. All right, anyway, I wore this yesterday and I sprayed it quite a few times. This is Mong Geron. So this is actually like my OG fragrance that actually got the ball rolling for me into perfumery. So I had worn Max Aquatic, I wore Cool Water back in the day. I wore some Vera Wang fragrances from like Kohl's and places like that where I would just pick up a fragrance and go, oh, that's good, and you know, buy it, and then that would be the only fragrance that I wore. I wore Britney Spears Fantasy for a while. Anyway, and then as I grew up, like I said, Vera Wang, Max Aquatic, like there were several fragrances that I just kind of changed through, but never really wore more than 1 or 2 fragrances, like had more than 1 or 2 fragrances at a time. I also wore Pure Grace by Philosophy. I have gone through a lot of bottles of Pure Grace by Philosophy. Anyway, but whenever I bought Guerlain's Mong Guerlain, and I don't even remember where I purchased my first bottle. I don't remember if I was like in a big box retailer or if I was in Sephora, I can't remember. Anyway, but this is the EDP version. So there's an intense version, which I have a battle video between Mong Guerlain, the original, and the intense version. There's also an eau de toilette version, an EDT version. And honestly, I haven't smelled that one. Like, I don't want a, I don't want to say watered down fragrance, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I like my fragrances to be big and bold and beast mode. So Mong Guerlain is the one that got it all started. It's vanilla, it's lavender. I have a full fragrance review on this. Anyway, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes, I am still wearing it. Yes, I still wear designer fragrances, even though I probably have 300 plus fragrances in my fragrance collection. I'm still wearing designer fragrances that like all got it started. I don't know, I was just feeling some type of way yesterday and I was like, I'm wearing Mong. So anyway, newer fragrance to my collection that I wore quite a bit this week. I mean, you can see this is a giant bottle and I have already put a little dent in it. This is Navitus Parfums Ambrosia Imperial. I have a full fragrance review on this. If it's not out by the time this video releases, it will be out really soon. This is the Navitus Parfums, what do you call it? Like collaboration with AI the Great, another great fragrance YouTuber. This fragrance is gorgeous. Like I said, go watch my review on Ambrosia Imperial by Navitus Parfums. You guys will love this fragrance. You really will. And I've got if it hasn't come out yet, it's about to come out, a single fragrance review on Kind Intentions. I am all about all things Navitus Parfums. They do a great job. Okay, next up, I'm going to speed through these. Spiritu Du Vin by Geron. So I wore 2 Gerons this week, but this is from their more niche collection. Like they have like regular fragrances. I don't want to say like basic because they're not basic. They have great fragrances. I have like coconut fizz. Anyway, I have quite a few Gerons, but Spiritu Du Vin is from their more elevated collection. You can personalize your cap, your label, like several things in here. I'm really putting a dent in this, and I wore this day before yesterday, I think. Anyway, but I loved it. I do have to overspray this fragrance. I will say that. Drop me a comment below. Obviously, let me know what you wore this week, but let me know if you have any of these fragrances and what you think about them. Like, do you like them? Do you not? This one, because of the price point, which is around $200-300, I just really expected more performance-wise out of this one. And I've had it a while, so the juice has had time to, do its thing. I picked up the new Armani My Way. I'm not crazy about the fact that they're not like labeled because I have Armani My Way Original, Armani My Way Intense. This is the floral version of it. So you can see the glass is a little bit frosted and it's beautiful. If you like My Way and you're looking for something a little more floral, obviously, as the name suggests. So Armani My Way by Giorgio Armani, My Way Floral. It's a beautiful fragrance. Again, I just bought this last week, and so I'm playing with it. Probably gonna do some battle videos. If there's any kind of battle videos that you guys wanna see, drop those in the comment section below. Okay, I have 2 left. Next up is Overture by Xershov. So let's talk about this one. This one is beautiful. It dries down differently than the cap smells. So I'm going to do a full fragrance review on this for you guys. If you like Overture, let me know. If you don't, like, what are your thoughts? Have you smelled it? What are you thinking about it? Anyway, I wore it. I really like it, but I'm still playing with it before I do my full fragrance review on it. I like to wear things several times before, especially if they're newer to my collection, before I just give you guys the tea and then realize 2 months later, like, man, I don't even really like that fragrance anymore. I mean, that happens, but it needs to be rare. Okay, and then next is Straight to Heaven by Kilian. Oh my stars, I got so many compliments on this the day I wore it. Like, people were like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? What are you wearing? I mean, every time I wear this fragrance, like, I've had people stop me outside at soccer games and ask me what I was wearing. So anyway, Straight to Heaven by Kilian. These are my 7 fragrances that I wore this week. I kind of pick a fragrance for the day and then just kind of top it off when I'm at home. Like if I'm going out to dinner that night, or if I've got, like a game to go to or something like that, or date night or whatever. So anyway, but these are my 7 fragrances of the week and I love them all so much. These are all 7 fantastic fragrances. Sometimes I test out a new fragrance and I'm like, oh, that's not making a video. But these are all great. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, drop me your scent of the day. Let me know what you wore last week, what you're currently wearing. What are we doing? Are we transitioning to fall where you live? Is it still blazing hot where you live? Like, where are we? What are we doing? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notification bell. Smell you later.